This is the director's commentary for V2 Group 3 Case Williams. We used Final Cut Pro on the Mac to edit our film opening. To start with, we imported our video clips and audio files into the media bin. We then dragged the clips into the preview window and pressed play. In the preview window, we marked the clips in and out. This was when we wanted a clip to begin or end. We then dragged the marked clip from the preview window into the timeline and built up a sequence. We also used this method for audio. This clip was originally recorded in colour. To create a flashback feel, we added a black and white effect. This was done by selecting the Effect tab in the browser window and searching for the desired effect. We then dragged the effect onto the clip in the timeline that we wanted to apply it to. A list of options was now available under the Filters tab in the viewer window. These allowed us control over how much of the effect was applied. Sometimes we had to click Sequence and render the video. We carried out this same process to apply the sepia effect seen later in our introduction. We manually added the fades by clicking the line button and using the pen tool to plot points and draw fades onto the clips. Black lines represented the opacity of a clip and the pink lines represented the audio level. To insert the titles, we click the Effects tab on the browser window, then scroll down to Media Generators. We clicked on Text and 3D Text, then previewed the different styles. When we found a suitable style, we dragged it into the viewer window, then clicked the Control tab. This allowed us to change the font, size, positioning and timing parameters. When we had finished altering the controls of our desired text, we dragged it onto the timeline on a layer above the video footage. To alter the positioning, we dragged the blue square around on the canvas window. To alter the speed, we use the pen tool to draw a steeper or flatter line in the speed section of the motion tab.
That's the governor. She wants a case report by 5 o'clock. Yeah. Have a look at this. Right, so is this where she was last seen?
To make cuts between different camera shots, we use the razor tool to trim clips. We trim the first clip, then the following clip, so that the two join seamlessly. This helps it flow continuously when it is viewed by an audience. The flashes were done by adding Dip to Colour Dissolve transitions. These allowed us to select any colour and how fast the transition would happen. We selected white as a colour and a fast transition speed so that the end result appeared as a flash.
And this is the same flat?
That's the opposites of the flats broken, as you can see there.
To fade the audio in and out, we repeated the same steps of fading a video. This time we used the pen tool on the pink line. We made sure that the audio did not peak by watching the VU meter, and we turned down the volume if it peaked.
And what about forensics? Have we had anything back from them yet?
No, unfortunately, we've still not had the back from the lab, sir.
And what about the statements? Have we had anything back yet?
No, we've still not been able to get hold of the Queen, sir.
Here we added a slow motion effect to stress that something was behind Mrs. Williams. We did this by altering the speed line under the motion tab.